All right, and welcome back. JT here. I'm back in the record room. And today, rather than my thrift store finds, I'm going to do my fresh vinyl finds from around town, from around Reno, Nevada. And I really excited to show these records. These are a few are from my local indie record store, recycled records, and some more are from a shop that a guy puts records out in a store and he sells them. He gets the money, but his prices are very fair. And first of all, I want to give a shout out to a very, very new channel he's from Northern Michigan, and his name is John, and actually he's a JT as well. And his channel is So I Married a Record Collector, and he has under 20 subscribers. So, hey guys, please subscribe to So I Married a Record Collector. And yeah, I can relate. My poor wife. So, yeah, really good channel, good content. He's been showing a lot of surf garage 60s on his latest video. I really, really enjoyed that. So I'm just going to get right ahead and go and start on what I found. And oh, guys, here's my cat. The cat back there, that's Ryan Adams' newest release. And yeah, I have a black cat. And yeah, he scratches. So this is Ryan Adams. This is Big Color, his new record, and I just got it. I had to put this on display back here, so I'll just put that back. Okay, stay cat. Okay, see, I have a cat channel too. All right, so first up is Nez from 1973. This is Michael Nesmith, pretty much your standard ranch stash. Right, it's a mouthful. And again, from 1973. And I have two other records coming from the great Nez, Nevada Fighter, and the hits just keep on coming. And a lot of these songs are going to be on the one I just spoke of, and the hits just keep on coming. But so happy to have this one. I mean, this was, I had to pay up for it about $18. And here's the songs. Here, Michael Nesmith is saying, buy this record. And the gatefold in here is all right. You know, you've got some of Shelley's Blues on here, Wynonna. This is my favorite Michael Nesmith solo album. I love this one. And there's the inside. And I love the Dynaflex floppy RCAs. Love them so much. They sound so good. On the Dynaflex. Yes. So Michael Nesmith, and I'm excited to have my two other, as I said, my two other Michael Nesmith records coming in the mail shortly. And the Nevada Fighter is going to be on an OG. I got that from eBay. And this, I've been waiting to find a good copy of St. Dominic's Preview, and that's Van the Man from 1972. This is my top three of all Van albums, if not my favorite. I mean, it's just straight up, well, it's folk, but it's R&B and soul. Just cool. I mean, a little funky, a little bit in the Van style, and wonderful record to have. And look, 50-year-old record, guys, in the shrink. There's the songs. This one, you know, I heard this on release in 1972. We listened to this one a lot, and this is on that olive green Warner Brothers label. Van Morrison. I love Tupelo Honey. Yeah, and I like a lot of his live albums too. And next up is a record. This is their debut, and this is from a band. This has Jim McCarty and Keith Relf. They came from the Yardbirds, and with Keith brought his sister Jane into the band, and this is the very first Renaissance record. And look, guys, this is in the shrink. This is from 1969. I mean, what? We have a 53-year-old record still in the shrink. Love it. I do like to find, you know, the clean ones, great covers. And what's so great about Renaissance is, you know, they took folk and rock and classical, you know, as a driving wheel to design their music. Just love Renaissance. And Annie Haslam later on as well. Look at the back cover on this. Love Renaissance. And I'm so, you know, I've wanted this on vinyl for so long, and I found it. That's why I was excited to show these records today. Instead of my thrift store finds, I'll do that next Monday. I found a lot at the thrift stores. So once again, Renaissance from 1969. And yeah, Jim McCarty and Keith, after Yardbirds, they formed an all-acoustic duo, and they were called Together before they formed Renaissance. And now here, my friend David has Somewhere in Time. It is a antique mall, and this is the only record that I found that day. And I love my soundtracks, and that's Moonlighting with Bruce Willis. And my friend Tommy up at Lake Tahoe grew up with Bruce Willis in Wilmington, Delaware. He lived at Bruce's house in Los Angeles. And yeah, hey, Tommy, if you're watching, yeah, I had a name drop on that one. So it's pretty cool. And evidently Willis, well, I saw him one time at the restaurant, is a really, really nice guy. But he sings on this. And also Sybil Shepherd sings Blue Moon. And she has Herb Ellis, who is in Oscar Peterson's band, as the guitarist accompanying her on Blue Moon. And here's the back cover. And here's the hype. This is from my old local record shop in the very first mall in Reno, Nevada. It was called the Park Lane Mall. And that's how much it was at Mirabelli's Music. So glad to have another soundtrack. I'm really collecting a lot of nice soundtrack records. And here's a band from that Lindsey Buckingham produced this second record by a band from London that formed in London, actually, and that's Dream Academy. And Dream Academy, this is their second LP. And, you know, their big hit was Life in a Northern Town on the first album. I have that one. And Life in a Northern Town was written in homage to Nick Drake. So I find that very interesting because I just absolutely love Nick Drake as well. So this is a really nice record to have. And there's Dream Academy on the inner sleeve. And the vinyl on this one is just going to be on a reprise. And Russ from Mama's Records has his digital interludes, and I have my digital intermissions. So what I'm going to do is get through this very quickly. Now, PC31, the Vinyl Policeman, that would be Mike from the UK, sent this over to me. And this is so cool. The Queen is Dead, Smiths. And he sent me Urban Hymns by The Verve, Richard Ashcroft. Love The Verve so much. And I just scored this Alice in Chains facelift. And look at this. I've never had this on CD. Bullet Boys. There you go, Aaron. Cool, huh? JC? You know, don't have it on vinyl, but I have it digital. And Tommy Conwell and the Young Rumblers. This is cool. Found this one. I have this on vinyl. My very first video that I ever made, I showed this Tommy Conwell album on vinyl. Tommy Conwell. And all right, guys, there it is. Found a Kiss CD. This is a good one. I know you know it, the Kiss fans. And this Lucinda Williams is the very best. What is this called? Yeah, Car Wheels on a Gravel Road. Wonderful Lucinda album. About her very, very best, a masterpiece. If you haven't heard it, And the Head and the Heart, this is Let's Be Still from Portland, Oregon. Head and the Heart. Love this band. I discovered them on Austin City Limits a long time ago, actually. And this is just killer. Herbie Hancock, who of course was in Miles Davis's band. This is Headhunters. Very cool to have this one. There's Herbie and Headhunters. And all right, oh Canada, Blue Rodeo, guys. I discovered Blue Rodeo back in '99. I love Blue Rodeo, you know, because I'm a country rock kind of guy too. And this is Are You Ready from Blue Rodeo. One last one. The great Jay Farrar and Jeff Tweedy, Uncle Tupelo, Anodyne. What a good one. And so, yeah, thanks for letting me show my CD finds too. Now, just 4 more records to show. Here's a band, My Sharona, that would be the Knack. This is their second LP from 1980. And yes, the Knack, power pop and new wave. And look at this. I mean, it's in the shrink. Really glad to have this. I've always wanted this on vinyl. Another reason why I just had to show these records today. I love my power pop and new wave. I like a well-written song and jangly. The jangly, the better. You know, you guys know I'm a Byrds fan. So there they are. And what's even better, it's one of my old-time record stores, Mirabelli's. Once again, there's the sticker. And you know, this has Baby Talks Dirty, Tell Me You're Mine, Mr. Handelman, Can't Put a Price on Love. No, you can't. And here's the inside jacket. This is cool. Here's the Knack. Boy, I would have loved to have seen them back in 1980. This would have been a great show. I know a lot of you have. And here's one, Gary Brooker. I mean, rest in peace, my man. I mean, the best of Procol Harum. I only have a Salty Dog and this record and one other Procol Harum on vinyl. I have extensively on CD, but this is cool to have. This is so clean. This sonically just sounds great. This is a really good sounding. I paid $8 for this. Well worth it. And it has, I mean, it has a wider shade of pale, Salty Dog, Whiskey Train, Simple Sister, the great Robin Trower guitar on there. In the Wee Small Hours of Sixpence, Hamburg, Shade, Shine On Brightly, Conquistador. And I saw Procol Harum in early 1972 on tour with Dave Mason band warming up. Yeah. And there was the warm-up act actually was a band called Kenny Loggins and Jim Messina and band. They didn't even have a band name yet. And they came out there and that was pretty incredible. Nobody really knew who they were. We knew that Jimmy was from Buffalo Springfield and Poco, and nobody knew who Kenny Loggins was. He came out with a classical acoustic guitar and sang, "Don't Sing Anything Mellow" at the Whiskey. And people were chattering and talking, and one big guy behind me in the nosebleed said, "Shut up!" And Kenny said, "Thank you." But that was pretty cool. So yeah, best of Procol Harum, and I hope to get 1 or 2 more Procol Harum albums on vinyl. Now this is it, guys. 2 more records. I was blown away. I went into Recycled Records and looking around, and I just could not believe. There's an album called Phantasmagoria. Right? Now, who is that? That's The Damned. And The Damned, you know, they had the very first punk rock single from the UK. I mean, they formed in 1976 in London. You had Rat Scabies, Dave Vanian, Brian James, and Captain Sensible, and many other members, of course. But yeah, The Damned, look at this. This is a 5-track single EP. This was sitting there, and there was something else sitting right next to it, and I just couldn't believe it. So glad to have this. You know, New Rose, their first album from 76, and Damn 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 from 77 is just epic. Absolutely. So, oh, let me show you. They do a cover of Pretty Vacant. I got to tell you, I spun this. I had it on 33 RPM, and you know, because it became more gothy rather than punk rock at this point with Phantasmagoria, and I'm listening to it going, and I thought for a moment I thought that was the recording. I went, JT, you knucklehead! I went over there and put it on 33 RPM. I do that sometimes. Anyway, The Damned, Is It a Dream? 5 is... Oh, God, I'm cracking myself up here. Okay, last one is The Damned and Eloise. And Eloise, you know, we didn't have this big single like you guys did in the UK from 1968 from Barry Ryan. But, you know, The Damned cover Eloise, the great single from the UK. It didn't really make it over here in the US, but, you know, also The Damned, I believe they were formed in Newcastle originally. So this is just a wonderful find. I'm pretty stoked about this. And here is that cover of Eloise, the hit single from 1968. And there's the band. And this is on MCA. And guys, thanks for watching so much. I'll show you this is, you know, the later MCA. And once again, you know, check out, So I Married a Record Collector. That would be John. Actually, he's another JT. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.